Anna, I want to tell you a story I heard recently. It's not just a love story. It feels very real like something that can't be in real life. That sounds serious already. What is it about? The story started in university. The girl had a crush on a boy in her class. Who he was the kind person everyone noticed but no one could get close to. What do you mean? He was very smart, always at the top of the class, quiet, cold, and distant. He didn't talk much, didn't join groups, and always kept space between himself and others. So he was an untouchable thief, exactly, and the girl was completely the opposite. She was normal, not outstanding, not popular, just someone who quietly lived her life. Let me guess, she only watched him from far away. Yes, she liked him for a very long time, but she never confessed, not even once. Why fear? More than fear. In her mind, he belonged to a different world, and she felt like she didn't even have the right to stand next to him. So she chose to stay silent and just keep that feeling to herself. That kind of love hurt the most. And then one day he disappeared. No goodbye, no explanation, just gone. That even worse than rejection. Exactly. Her feeling didn't end with an answer. They end with a question that stayed for years. So what happened after that? Time passes. She graduated, get a job, and live a normal life. She slowly learned how to forget him, or at least how to live without thinking about him every day. But she never truly forgets, right? Yes, feeling like that don't disappear completely. And then one day she started a new job. On her first day, she walked into the company and sees someone standing there. Let me guess. Yes, it's him. Her old crush. That moment must feel unreal. She said her whole body froze. For a second, she couldn't even breathe. But the biggest shock was not just seeing him again. It was that he is now her boss. Her boss. That must be so awkward. More than awkward because he didn't change. Or maybe he trained too much. How? He became even colder. At work, he is strict, serious, and very demanding. He doesn't talk unless necessary, and expects everything to be perfect. And with her, the same. No special treatment, no sign of recognition. It's like she is just another employee. That must hurt her, yes, because for her meeting him again brings everything back but for him. It looks like nothing ever existed. But I feel like something is not that simple. You're right, because when they start working together, things become different. There are moments when he stands very close to her, his voice calm, low, and controlled. And even though his eyes are cold, they feel deeper than before. That kind of detail makes people fall again. Yes, he tracks her work carefully, corrects her mistake, explains things in detail. Sometimes he even helps her avoid problems before they happen. They doesn't sound like someone who doesn't care exactly, and that's when she starts to feel confused because once they're outside, he's still distant, but his accent don't match that distance. So when Tulsa realized something is wrong, slowly, very slowly, she noted that he remembered things about her, small things, what she likes, what she doesn't like, her habits. That's not something you remember by accident. Exactly. And then one day she works too much and looks exhausted. He looked at her and said, "Don't try too hard." Just one sentence, but it hit hard. Yes, because it's not just about work, it's a lie. He had been watching her for a long time, and in that moment, she realized something she never expected. He didn't forget her. So, what really happened back then? After many moments together, the truth finally comes out. And this is the biggest twist. She was not the only one who lied. Wait, he lied her too? Yes, back in university he knew her. He, he noted her, maybe even earlier than she realized her own feelings. Then why didn't he say anything? Because at that time he wasn't ready. He had problems in his life, pressure from family, things he needed to fix. He didn't think he could give her a stable future, so instead of staying, he chose to leave without explaining. And now, after meeting again, now he's different. He doesn't say much, but he shows in true action. He protects her at work, doesn't let others make things difficult for her. During meeting, he stands on her side. When she makes mistakes, he helps her fix them. Sometimes he even solves problems behind the scenes without telling her. That's not cold. That's careful. Yes, hers not distant. He's just holding himself back. What about the most emotional moment? There's one big event. She makes a serious mistake at work. The pressure is too much, and she feels like everything is falling apart. She's ready to face it alone and accept all the consequences. And then he steps in. He protects her, handle in situation, even takes responsibility in front of everyone. And after everything is over, he tells her, "You don't have to go through this alone." That sentence really changed everything. Yes, that moment breaks all the world in her heart, and they really realize he has always been there. So when does he finally say it? At the end, he tells her the truth. He says he liked her from a long time ago. That must be overwhelming for her. Yes, but this time is different. He's no longer the boy who had nothing. Now he's someone who can be protect her, support her, and stay with her. And he tells her that this time he won't let her go. So they finally get together. Yes, after all the misunderstanding. Then and also years they choose each other. From a silent cruise to a real relationship. It's not just love, it's teaming. Exactly. Sometimes love doesn't fall. It just arrives a little late.